What's up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and we're back on a Friday for a special live edition. It'll be a short one, but special live edition of LA Sports Live. We got some news that came across the wire not too long ago. Um, you guys know we had two eliminations last night in the NBA playoffs, two eliminations, and one was the Utah Jazz. We had heard reports earlier in the offseason that the Lakers may be interested in Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. We know Quinn Snyder was an assistant for the Lakers maybe that was, it's about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, but he was an assistant for the Lakers. The Lakers liked him, but that staff was let go. Quinn moved on. Eventually ended up in Utah, and he's had reasonable success in Utah as their head coach. But the thing is, you know, they haven't had great success in the playoffs. That's the bad thing about Quinn Snyder. The team a lot of times has excellent regular seasons. You guys all know this. They've had excellent Regular seasons. I believe they were the number one seed last year or number two. I'm not for sure. And they were eliminated by the Clippers, I believe. Hold on, we just got a notification. Hold on, guys. We got some breaking news. Breaking news right now. The LA Lakers are set to interview Darvin Ham. I repeat, the Lakers have received permission and are expected to interview thank goodness. And like I predicted, I thought we would get some news today on a Friday, and sure enough, let me finish up my thoughts on Quinn Snyder. Um, a lot of people in the Laker community, they're not really interested in Quinn Snyder, and it's because of the reasons I mentioned earlier. He's a great. His teams usually, a lot of times they have great regular seasons. In fact, if you look up his coaching record, he has a coaching record. Many games over 500, almost 100 games above 500. His coaching regular season record. I didn't look up his playoff record, but it ain't too good. They haven't enjoyed much success. So that's the knock on Quinn Snyder. So it's going to be interesting to see what direction the Lakers move. We know the Lakers, for whatever reason, and I don't like to beat a dead horse, but that's just the way the genie operates. She likes to maintain relationships, and they like to deal with people that they're familiar with. They're familiar with Quinn Snyder. I think he was with them for one season, and moving on to the story that I just read, courtesy of Shams. Shout out to Shams. Um, Now it appears that they're interested in Milwaukee Buck assistant Darvin Ham. Now, Darvin Ham was actually an assistant for the Lakers, I believe, one season, like I just read. No, 3 seasons. 3 seasons with the Lakers. And like I said, here it goes again. They're interested in pursuing people they're familiar with. Now, Darvin Ham, this is a different story. Now, there's a lot of people in the league that view him as a very bright coaching candidate. He's kind of looked at as somebody who's overdue to get a gig as a head coach in the NBA. Matter of fact, you could probably say if you were looking at coaches who have not been a head coach in this league, and I guess like Darvin, he's been a career assistant. You would say he's probably in the top two or three as far as guys who coaches is pretty much acknowledged pretty well respected around the league, and pretty much everybody kind of agrees that Darvin deserves um, deserves a shot at a head coaching gig. Now, the Lakers have requested and they have received permission to speak to Coach Ham. Uh, Shams did not give any dates or specifics as far as interview, but we would expect that that will come up pretty soon. There's probably other assistants that the Lakers are going to be interested in. You know, sometimes I get a little impatient, man. I'd be ready to roll. I'd be ready to roll right then and there, man. But you know, sometimes things take time. Apparently, the Lakers have finally identified some guys who they want to seriously go after, and Darvin Ham is one of them. Now, it's interesting what I just read to you guys. Now, look, they have received. I mean, they asked and they have received permission to talk to Coach Ham, and but you know we haven't heard anything official with them reaching out to Coach Quinn Snyder. He's actually still under contract, I believe, one more year with the Utah Jazz. We haven't heard anything official with him. Those are just rumors and innuendos. We haven't heard anything official with Mark Jackson. So until those things happen, let's just go by what we know officially. Um, what we know officially, and the first notification came through today, like I predicted. Like I said before, the Lakers have requested and received permission to speak to Coach Darvin Ham, and I I think that would be a good move. Snyder, you know, I know the knock on him, like I was saying earlier, his teams kind of fizz out in the playoffs, but then again, he's never had a player the caliber of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And prior to head coach Frank Vogel coming here, he actually had enjoyed a little bit of success in the playoffs, and then he gets his first season with the Lakers, and they would have win able to win the championship in the bubble in the year 2020. So um, I don't know. I don't know what that means. You know, it is what it is. It's history, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see what the Lakers intend on doing, what direction they're plan on going in. But I think within the next, let's see, what's today, Friday. You know, between now and the first of the month is right around the corner. So within the next 5 or 7 days, I think you'll be seeing interviews jumping off around the league. Um, if I were the Lakers, I would kind of move a little bit quicker. There aren't that many head coaching vacancies in the league, but the thing is, as these playoffs continue and teams get eliminated, you might see some teams looking to make moves. Even though, for example, Utah, even though I believe Snyder has one more year left on his deal, they got a new man in charge, new owner. So I believe it's the second year new owner in Utah. D Wade is part of that group, and and Danny Ainge is the vice president of basketball operations and GM there, and they didn't hire Quinn Snyder. They didn't hire Quinn Snyder. He was there when he got there, and so usually, new ownership, new management, they'll give whoever's there their chance, but at some point they're gonna want to bring their own people in, and also in Utah, we hear there's mumblings and grumblings between Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. And now it's starting to be speculated and believed that Donovan Mitchell, he signed that big fat extension uh, during the offseason, last offseason, and he got that major bag. But now it's a lot of people speculating. Number one, they're speculating that he may request a trade, and or number two, that uh, like I said, the new management and ownership there in Utah might just be looking to break that thing up because it's not working. It's not their guys, not the guys that they drafted, not the coach that they didn't hire that coach. And here they are, they go out in the first round again. So it's probably gonna be big changes in Utah. Snyder more than likely will be out of there. Will he end up with the Lakers? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Not number one on my list, but this is definitely one of those names that keep popping up. And let me tell you guys something else. This Nick Nurse thing. Now, I got a lot of blowback on that, and when I did that video a few weeks ago, boy, Raptor Nation was all over it. Raptor Nation, rap. I need to make more Raptor videos because Raptor Nation be rolling hard and rolling deep. Anyway, Raptor Nation was all over that video and telling me 50 million reasons why uh, Nick Nurse would never leave the Raptors. But here's my thing: we haven't we the Raptors have been eliminated too now, right? So we haven't heard Nick Nurse say anything about this publicly. And like I speculate, well, it's not speculation. We know Nick Nurse is represented by Clutch Sports. So I'm just saying, nobody has come out from the Nick Nurse camp. Nobody has come out from Clutch Sports camp to deny the rumors about the Lakers and Nick Nurse. To me, I know they were just eliminated last night, but to me, as certain as Raptor Nation is and was that Nick Nurse would never leave the Raptors, I'm just saying, man, nobody has said anything publicly about it. And definitely nobody has came out and said anything besides Raptor Nation. Nobody's come out and refuted these stories about Nick Nurse may indeed be interested in going to LA or leaving Toronto and then maybe possibly going to LA. Nobody has said no except the fans for sure. So that's another situation we got to sit back and monitor probably this weekend. The Raptors are freshly eliminated, so maybe Nick he might want to chill out for the weekend, think about it, and then go on about his business. But you would think that maybe at some point he'll just say no, that's not something I'm interested in. I'm going to stay here in Toronto, and that's that. Or you never know, we might just see him out here in Cali giving an interview to the Lakers. You never know. Stranger things have happened, guys. So that's it, man. That's my update for today. I just wanted to bring you guys that information. We got some fresh breaking news courtesy of Shams uh during the live stream. So I appreciate that from Shams. Uh Much love to Shams and Woj. Even though Dan Woj is a damn Laker hater, but anyway, much respect to those guys. Like I always say, guys, as the news comes in on this Lakers, on anything concerning the Lakers and NBA, you guys saw the story earlier about Zion. But anything come through this weekend on the Lakers and their head coaching search or possible trade scenarios, I will bring the news to you, like I always do. Anyway, this is your boy AC LA Sports Live. You guys make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe on this video. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel out. And I will wrap with y'all later.